Welcome into the Five Tool Baseball Network podcast. I'm Ryan Slett alongside Jake Morganstein and Samuel Levin, and today we have some interesting topics to go over on this roughly hour-long episode. First, we're going to do Slam Dunk Hall of Fame picks. Each of us are going to talk about a player who's currently active that we think should make the Hall of Fame. Not really a slam dunk Hall of Famer. They don't have to be a Hall of Fame. They don't have to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but just a guy that we think has a really good chance to be a Hall of Famer. Like no super crazy reaches. And then we're each going to pick a surprise hitter and surprise pitcher from this season. And then, as usual, we'll end the episode with a division draft. This time we're going to do the NL West. Just for notice ahead of time, the order will be Jake picking first, I'll be picking second, and Samuel will be picking last. It is a snake draft. So without further ado, let's start with our Slam Dunk Hall of Fame picks. I'm going to go to you first, Samuel.
All right, my Slam Dunk Hall of Famer. If you know me, it's not a surprise. My pick is Jose Ramirez. I think if he performs as well as he's been performing ever since I first became a Guardians fan in 2016, he will easily become a Hall of Famer. He's right on pace with it. He's 32 right now. This is his age 32 season. Based on how consistent he's been, based on how he plays will not lead to that much of a big decline. He'll be able to stay consistent till at least 35, 37 years old. So he'll be on good pace for a while to be in the Hall of Fame. You see these seasons he's putting up. He's putting up 5 WAR, 6 WAR seasons as at a consistent rate. His highest WAR season being a 7.6 in 2018. But he's just been a really solid player throughout his whole career. The cornerstone of Cleveland, a franchise player, took less money to be in a small market city. That's my player, Jose Ramirez. I think he is a Hall of Famer and should get more of a reputation than we think.
All right, Jake.
I'm going to pick Zach Wheeler of the Philadelphia Phillies. Wheeler has been one of the most dominant pitchers in baseball ever since leaving the New York Mets and heading to the Philadelphia Phillies. This season specifically, he still has that amazing fastball as well as great breaking pitches in the 99th percentile when it comes to the breaking pitches and overall pitching run value in the 96th percentile. Wheeler has been great really with the Phillies and arguably in my mind should have won the Cy Young last season. I really like Wheeler and I think that all that he's done in his career with multiple teams should really put him in the Hall of Fame. The only thing that he doesn't have right now is that Cy Young, and he could use a World Series. But overall, I feel like Zach Wheeler is a slam dunk Hall of Famer. He is just so dominant on the mound. And when the Phillies put him out there on the bump, they should be expecting to win 90 out of 100 games.
All right, I'll finish this segment off with Giancarlo Stanton, the former Marlin. Now, when you look at the surface level overall career numbers, they may not pop off the page. They kind of just look like borderline Hall of Fame numbers. Overall, a 44.9 BWAR at the moment. He's played 15 years, and he's played in about 1,600 career games. And he does not have 500 homers. He was a good fielder for the first few years of his career. Now he's the major defensive liability, and he's also a liability on the base paths. He still has a good bat. He was good in the postseason last year, which I think helps his case, even though he hasn't done a ton in the regular season in a while, mostly due to injuries. He has performed when he's been healthy. And then just the surface level hitting stats, a career OBP of 345, a slugging percentage of 525, and that makes his OPS 871 with a 136 OPS plus. But I wanted to put an emphasis on his prime 7 years from 2012 to 2018. Most of these years came with the Marlins, and then this was also his first year with the Yankees in 2018. In those 7 years alone, he put up a 33.3 BWAR. He hit just about 250 homers. He hit 249 to be exact, and he put up an OPS of 147, a 915 OPS, and then 147 OPS plus. Excuse me. These are just insane numbers, like all across the board. And I think like when you compare him to guys like Mookie Betts and Mike Trout and like pretty much any other like elite hitter of the 2010s, like he's right there for like the title of like the best hitter like in the 2010s. And I just think that belongs in the Hall of Fame, regardless of if he does get to 500 homers or not, because I don't think he'll get to 500 homers just because of injuries.
I think we all have pretty good takes there. Nothing that we can really argue with. A lot of guys with a good reputation that just might be missing one or two things.
Yeah. All right. We're going to move on to our next topic, which is our surprise hitter this season. I'll go to you first, Jake.
I'm going to go with Jorge Polanco of the Seattle Mariners. Polanco has been incredible, and no one saw this coming. When you talk about the Mariners and you think of T-Mobile Park, you think of guys that aren't going to hit the ball really well. You think of just a overall pitcher's ballpark. You think of a great pitching staff with the Mariners not being able to hit like they have in previous years. But Jorge Polanco has done something that not really many Mariners hitters have been able to do this year. He's hitting in the 98th or 99th percentile in all three major hitting categories, which is xWOBA, expected batting average, and expected slugging. And he has just been overall just raking for this Mariners team and really in a ballpark that is really pitcher friendly. Polanco, if he keeps up this pace, the Mariners could really make a run along with Cal Raleigh, who's been hitting the ball really well. And then you look at their pitching staff, which it's been hurt so far to start the season, but when it is healthy with Logan Gilbert, Brian Wu, Bryce Miller, and George Kirby and Luis Castillo, those are five guys that could be the aces of other rotations in baseball. Just overall, I really like the Mariners team, but especially Jorge Polanco when it comes to how he's been hitting to start this season.
Yeah, the Mariners have had a lot of surprises offensively this season with Polanco. Raleigh's having a career year. Rosarena's been solid. Luke Raley's been solid. Yeah, it's been a huge surprise, especially considering that they were pretty much a bottom five offense last year. And the only reason they got over 80 wins and kind of came close to sniffing the playoffs was because of their pitching staff. But this year, it's kind of been the other way around with some injuries. Luis Castillo hasn't had the best year. Some of their top end starters have dealt with some injuries. And even tonight, they're showing it again. They're up 5-0 on the Padres. But anyways, I'm going to go with Kyle Stowers as my surprise hitter. I am a Marlins fan, so this might be a bit biased, but when you realize that he's literally at the top of the league in like every metric, it kind of makes sense. He has a 99th percentile barrel rate at 22.9%, and the only guys ahead of him are Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani. So like among like the real mortal players in baseball, he is like the best at barreling the ball, which is just insane to think that he's come this far, because last year he was statistically like one of the worst hitters in Major League Baseball. Like among guys who had over 200 plate appearances, he was one of the worst. He had a 601 OPS, a batting average just above 200, only hit 3 homers, and he's supposed to be a power bat. And this year he's just turned into a completely different player. He can hit fastballs now. He's hitting well over 300 against lefties. By the way, he is a lefty, if you're not aware, but he has reverse switch this year, which is just insane, because last year, like him facing a left-handed pitcher with a good fastball was like a nightmare matchup. And now that's where he thrives. He has 3 multi-home run games this year. He has 2 walk-offs, one of them being a walk-off grand slam against Mason Miller, which might have been like one of the best hits this year. So yeah, there's not much else to say. The only concern for me with him would be his strikeout rate. He's striking out nearly 30% of the time, which makes it even more crazy that he has a 939 OPS and is one of the best hitters in baseball this season because he's striking out a ton. But I think that if he can just fix those strikeout issues a little bit, then he'll be a sustainable top-end hitter and possibly a perennial all-star at some point in the future. All right, Samuel.
Yeah, that's a great take there. I'm going to go with another lefty, Ryan. I'm going also in Florida. Jonathan Aranda of the Tampa Bay Rays. He's their first baseman. He's had a great year so far, a 927 OPS. His batting run value is in the 96th percentile. He's also in the 90-plus percentile of xWOBA, XBA, xSlug, average exit velocity, hard hit percentage, and the launch angle sweet spot percentage. He does not have reverse splits like Kyle Stowers does. He actually has over 1,000 OPS against righties. But he has just been amazing this year for Tampa, especially at home. He's got a 1084 OPS at home for them. got to work on the road, but at Steinbrenner Field, he's raking so far this year. He's my surprise player.
Yeah, Steinbrenner Field. I'm actually going to be at Steinbrenner Field next weekend, and it's a pretty hitter-friendly park. It's been interesting seeing the Rays play their games outdoors. I know they just had their first rain delay in franchise history about a week ago, but now
That's crazy.
But now let's go to our surprise pitcher of the year. I'll go to you first, Jake, again.
I don't like picking guys from my favorite team, but I'm going to for this one. It's from my New York Mets, and it's Huascar Brazoban, former Marlin, for you, Ryan. Brazoban came out hot this year. Usually he has a late spring training and starts off the season slow due to visa issues. But this year so far, he has been incredible. 97 percentile in fastball run value, above average in almost every single category on Baseball Savant. And just overall, Brazoban has been incredible. He's got great fastball. His breaking pitches have been really, really good. And he started off the season as the long reliever, the low leverage situation guy. But now he is into a higher leverage situation. Will pitch in the eighth. Will pitch in the ninth inning. Went out first save about a couple weeks ago. And overall, Brazoban has just been really, really, really good for this Mets team and has been a big part of this bullpen and of the pitching factory that Jeremy Hefner and Carlos Mendoza brought to the New York Mets this season.
Yeah, I hate to go with another guy from the New York Mets, but I'm going to have to because the New York Mets pitching staff has just been so impressive this year. Unlike Jake, I'm going to go with a starter, and I'm going to go with Griffin Canning. This Griffin Canning breakout has just been so shocking. You could say it's been more shocking than what Kyle Stowers is doing. Griffin Canning is 29 years old. He's been just like a below average inning year for pretty much his whole career, and he's coming off statistically one of the worst seasons of his career. He had a 5.19 ERA last year. He was very durable, though. He made 31 starts, and he pitched over 171 innings. But this year, he has been durable, and he's also been really effective. He has a 2.36 ERA, and he's been pretty much untouchable at home with a 1.71 ERA at Citi Field. So maybe all it took for him was to get away from Angel Stadium and go to a better atmosphere like that in Citi Fields. And I mean, the Savant isn't great, but still his expected ERA is at 3.54. His strikeout rate is up by about 7%. So there are still a ton of encouraging signs for Griffin Canning. I do think he will kind of regress a little bit back to where he was going into the second half. As you know, he gets more innings on his arm, he might start to wear out a bit. But for now and for the next few months, Griffin Canning, no matter how good he does for the rest of the year, he'll be a valuable piece for the Mets, considering like how much they signed him for. Was he signed to a minor league deal, Jake?
I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure it was a major league deal. Or it may have been a minor league deal, but I don't know. But they signed him in after they got, or I think it was just before they got Soto, late November. They didn't know really what they were going to do with their starting pitching, and they were just waiting on Soto, and they brought him in after he got, I don't remember, he got non-tendered, I think, by the Atlanta Braves during October of last year. So that's what happened and how he became a free agent. But I guess Jeremy Hefner saw something in him. He's been great as a pitching coach, though, really throughout his tenure with the Mets.
But what I'm trying to get across here is even if Griffin Canning is terrible for the rest of the season, considering how low the expectations were for him and how little they signed him for, his first 8 starts of the season with a 2.36 ERA and 5 wins is more than enough compared to what you can ask for. So, yeah, he's going to be my surprise pick. I'll go to you now, Samuel. I accidentally kicked you.
We're talking too much about the Mets, guys. We're going to go to the Phillies, their rivals, instead. I'm going to go with lefty Jesus Luzardo. They acquired him from the Marlins in the offseason. Peter Bendix decided, there wasn't really much worth in keeping Luzardo around. They're going through a rebuild. Why not give him to the Phillies? We'll get a highly rated prospect in Starling Caba. So far, it looks like it's a win-win for both teams. We're here to talk about the Phillies side of the deal. Jesus Luzardo has been amazing for them this year. A 2.00 ERA so far. And what I like to focus on is his pitching run value. It's 90th percentile. And his breaking ball run value is 99th percentile in baseball. Luzardo, the lefty, has been amazing this year for the Phillies. A surprising addition to the rotation. You've got Wheeler, Nola, Suarez, Sanchez, all those guys in the rotation. They added Luzardo as their fifth guy, but he's looking like maybe even their second or third guy at this point.
Yeah, all right. So that'll do it for our pick segment. And now we're going to head into the division draft. Again, we're doing the NL West. So let me just pull up my screen share. All right. So, Jake, I think your first pick is pretty obvious. I'm not even going to let you announce because
Do I get him for both
it's
positions?
that obvious. It's Shohei.
No. He hasn't pitched.
No, just one. He's not going to pitch this year.
Yeah,
There's a small
He
chance
will, but he hasn't pitched in a while.
There's a chance he pitches, but it would be after the All-Star break. That's too far away.
Yeah, I would take
maybe if he was like, I feel like if he was like on rehab assignment right now, I'd give it to you, but he's just too far away.
Yeah.
All right, my pick now, and this is actually tough.
I think there's one. I think there's one answer.
I could go Yamamoto as my ace, arguably the best pitcher in baseball. I could go Mookie Betts or Freddie Freeman. I could go Fernando Tatis. I don't think there's one answer. I think
there's one answer.
I think there's an answer as well.
I don't know who you're getting. I could go Corbin Carroll. Like,
there's it's one of the people you said. It's one of the people you said.
It's one of the guys you said.
Yeah. I think me and Jake have the same answer.
Yeah.
I'm not in love with the pitching in this division. I don't know. Wait.
There's Corbin Burns. Who cares?
Yeah, there's Burns. No, it's just a lot of guys Cease is underperforming. There's a lot of guys underperforming. All right, I'm just gonna go. I feel like he's the most reliable. I'm gonna go Freddie Freeman.
That is valid. You get him, dude.
I get him and I get him.
Yeah.
Yamamoto and Betts, welcome to the team.
Were you guys thinking Betts?
No, we were thinking of different guys.
I wasn't gonna pick Betts.
Anyway. I was debating between Yamamoto.
Betts can play second. He can play short. He can play every position in the outfield. I don't care. That's perfectly fine.
All right.
Jake is shell shocked right now. What's there to be shocked about? They're both amazing.
He's acting like we're forgetting someone. I think he's thinking of Tatis.
Because he said it's one of the guys that you said.
Well, I said, then he's thinking of Tatis, and I'm going to take Tatis here.
There is no way that you just let Fernando Tatis Jr. fall to Ryan here.
I got Mookie Betts and the best pitcher in the division.
That's not crazy.
I think that there was one from the second pick, and it was Fernando Tatis Jr. We can look at Fernando Tatis.
Tatis has been a star this year.
99th percentile in batting run value, 99th in fielding, top in the 96th percentile or higher in all three big hitting categories. He is the second best player in this division, without a doubt. He's also a great fielder. He can base run well. He can hit the ball well. He has a 944 OPS and expected OPS of over 1,000.
Mookie Betts.
Fernando Tatis Jr. I was debating taking him over Show. Obviously, I would not have, but
no,
I was debating it because of his defense.
Personally, I think Yamamoto and Freeman over Tatis is fine. Like, I would have taken Yamamoto over Tatis as well, Samuel, but I don't know about Betts.
Betts,
but
he's got
power. He's just with the lack of power at this point in his career, and after that stomach virus, because he's still
he's just one of the best all-around players.
You're talking about the current version of the player. I know, but it's he's also not like an elite fielder. Like, he's versatile. He's not an elite fielder. He's not an elite runner. I don't know.
The current version of the player is Fernando Tatis Jr.
Tatis can also play short. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going Tatis. And I'll play him.
I don't think you lose the draft off that though. Like, you can say it's a questionable pick.
No, you don't. It's not that big. There's not that big of a difference. Like, I think you're fine. I don't think it's a big deal. I think you're fine. All right, Jake.
I just think that Tatis is right now playing like the third best player in baseball behind Shohei and Judge.
Yeah, I mean he's playing like it, but it's still just a month.
But it's not like he's shown any signs of regression.
True.
He just hit a
true.
walk-off home run like 3 days ago.
That's one at bat, Jake. Come on.
I mean, personally,
It's
I'm
one
taking
at bat
Freddie
that
over.
Jake,
1,000.
I
I'm
know.
taking Freddie over Tatis right now.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys do that. I'll take Corbin Carroll, obviously, and then this is where it's a question after Corbin Carroll. It's really a question on what I want to do here. I could go with Teo. I could go over the Padres and take Jackson Merrill. I mean, there's a lot of things to do. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go to the Padres. I'll take Jackson Merrill to play center field. Jackson Merrill so far this season has been playing out of his mind when healthy. He was hurt for a few weeks, but he's playing really, really good ball.
That's fair. I think he's still got over a 400 average because he's got.
Once he qualifies for Savant, he's going to be in the top 3 categories. He's going to be.
Yeah, it's possible.
He's going to be in the 95, 96, 97 plus. He's got an expected slugging percentage of 723 right now. That might be number 1. His expected OPS is almost 1,200.
Ryan?
I'm thinking of my pick. All right, I'll just go Tay. I think he's the best hitter on the board.
Yeah, he is. That's a good pick.
Playing left.
Good pick.
Okay, 2 picks here. I'm going to go Manny Machado with my first one.
Good pick. There's a little bit of third baseman depth. Actually, there's good third baseman depth in this division. So.
Machado's my first pick, and then I'm just going to keep building on my rotation. Corbin Burns. Just keep piling on with the rotation.
All right. I'm going to get my ace. And I'm going to go Logan Webb.
I was going to take Logan Webb. That's a good pick.
That's solid. Solid.
He's easily the
Very
best
good.
pitcher available.
He's got a 197 FIP right now. He's pitching really good. I was going to take Webb. Now this begs the question of what am I going to do? Still a lot of options. I think I want to finish off my outfield here. And I know that he's probably going to cool off, but he's still playing really, really good. I'm going to take Jung-Hoo Lee.
That's a nice pick.
On left.
Me and Jake are both kind of have a position that we're sort of hoarding right now.
Oh, and I'm going to go ahead and go with positional value here. I'm going to go take my catcher and Will Smith.
All right, I don't really see the positional value because there's tons of good options at catcher in the division. I mean, you have Pat Bailey, the best defensive catcher in baseball. Gabby Moreno's really solid.
Yeah.
Dalton Rushing's even an option if you wanted to go there.
Oh, don't forget Martin Maldonado.
Top 20 prospect in baseball.
I think on that positional value.
Jacob Stallings. What about Jacob Stallings?
Sure.
The GOAT. I want to go back to pitching. I feel like
Jake,
you guys
that's still the best catchers, so you got that working for you.
Yeah. We never made a rule that you can't pick injured players, so I'm going to go Blake Snell.
It's good.
I don't know if you guys were thinking about Snell and Glass now, but
Glass has been on my mind, but I don't know.
Samuel, if I'm you, I'm taking Glass now to round out my rotation. That is like a perfect rotation.
Yes, and that is what I'm doing.
Okay, I've got a plan for my rotation now that Glass is off the board, though.
Yeah, I have by far the best rotation here. It's not even close.
Not by far. I mean,
yes, by far. Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
Jake doesn't have a rotation. If I can, I don't. I mean, I
Look
don't
at
know.
look at your rotation against mine. Tell me that that's close.
It's close.
It's not.
The
That's
top
not
two is
close.
Ryan, you're gonna pick there.
Snell.
That's a future
No.
Cy Young winner, probably at the Cy Young pace.
Webb has
Cy
gotten
Young winner,
like every
and
year.
Glasnow has been an elite pitcher.
Snell's won 2. It's
Okay.
close. Yours is better, but it's close.
Ryan, you got pick of the litter, dude. I'm what is it? I got 4 guys on my mind, and I'm not taking a rotation to the last 3 picks, and I know all 4 guys that I have in my mind.
Yeah,
so
Ryan, I wouldn't pick a rotation spot for a while just to keep.
Yeah.
You'll have 1, and then I'll take the other 3. So it's fine.
All right, you have another pick, Sam.
I really don't want to do this because as a Guardians fan, he made me so mad so many times. But I'm gonna do it. Josh Naylor. He's hitting really well. This is the 1 month where he hits well. He always does this every year. But I have to take
this pick.
I don't know. Over Max Muncy, I don't know.
822 OPS. Can you argue with that?
Shot.
I don't think that's the shot.
I don't think that's the shot.
That's not a bad pick, okay?
There's other guys on the board.
Yeah, well, obviously there's other guys on the board.
Good one. Good.
Dalton Rushing's on the board, Jake. You want to take him?
No, I got my next pick though. I'm waiting for I'll wait for Schlesinger.
All right, I won't go rotation. Instead, we all know there's 2 actually there's a ton of this division is stacked in terms of elite relief pitching, but
yeah.
I'm just gonna get the most proven reliever here. I'm gonna go Tanner Scott.
I was afraid
for
for
the
a
best
second.
closer in baseball. I know Robert Suarez and Justin Martinez are on the board, so it's not that big of a deal who you got at closer, but still, I trust Tanner the most.
Samuel, you took Josh Naylor over this.
No, I have my second pick.
No, you don't have 2 picks. I have 2 picks.
Oh yeah, I'm forgetting things. I'm used to having
Samuel, you took Josh Naylor over this guy. I think both of you guys forgot about him. But give me Tommy Tanks and Tommy Edman to play second base.
Okay.
Elite defender, has been a really, really, really good hitter recently. So, Tommy Tanks is a great pick.
I'm really sad, Jake. I'm sad that I forgot about him.
And then I think I have to go bullpen here to try to have a good bullpen. I'm going to take who I believe is the best closer in baseball, and I'm going to go ahead and take Robert Suarez here.
He's not better than Tanner.
Suarez just had one blow-up game. He just had one blow-up game. Besides that game, he's been really, really good.
Tanner's better, but okay.
The guy with the one blow-up game is Ryan Presley.
Yes, but also a few days ago, Robert Suarez had a blow-up. But
yeah, I was watching
really,
that
besides that, he's been good. He's been really, really good.
I'm trying to think of the center field options available.
There's always Alec.
Both of you guys have wait, Samuel hasn't touched his outfield, which is really bad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That does kind of suck.
And Jake's filled out his outfield. So I could take another outfield option away from Samuel, but I don't even know who the center field options are.
There's always Andy Pajas.
The D-backs have Alec Thomas. The Rockies, I don't want to go Brenton. Let me see how Brenton Doyle's been playing this year.
He's not doing well.
That's what I've heard. The whole Rockies offense is doing nothing. He has a 61 OPS plus this year, so I'm definitely not going him. Nick told me that Andy Paz has been good defensively in center recently, so I'll trust him to play center. I'm just gonna take Nick's word. Because this is the best center field option available. So now the only reason I'm taking him here is
wait, how many outfielders?
Samuel has no options in the outfield.
How many outfielders do you 2 guys have?
We both have 0.
What?
We both. What do you mean, Jake? We both filled out our outfielder.
No, I mean both have 0 remaining.
Oh yeah.
Wait, do you have your DH as well, Ryan?
I
am gonna get one outfielder before Ryan maybe steals one as DH.
All right, Jake.
I'm gonna go to the Giants and grab Heliot Ramos.
Oh wait, it's
good pick. Good.
Where-
good.
Where is
We'll
he
throw
playing?
him in center for now. No, left. Sorry.
I would not throw him at center field.
Yeah, I realized that halfway through. Looking down the lineup here, Ryan still is not picking catcher, so I think if I want I honestly I don't care between Moreno.
Daniel, you almost threw him in center field. He has a 10 fielding run value this year and a -2 outs above
We
average.
might even throw him at DH at some point, but we got him for his hitting mainly. Second base is interesting. No, I'm not taking the singles merchant himself. When this guy's on, he's really good. I'll take him. Jake Cronenworth has a 958 OPS this year. Only 57 at bats, but still.
Bro, Hee-Sung Kim's been playing really good ball. I don't know what you're talking about. Hee-Sung was 2 for 2 tonight last time I checked.
Okay.
I actually want to go Hee-Sung at like third because I just don't think I could go take him at third or second or short. Like he's a good utility guy. I want to save third for Muncy if you guys don't take him.
You could have him. He's a great defender.
Do you guys have third? You have third base open. I don't know who you're taking over Muncy though. Like because like Eugenio Suarez isn't any better at defense. And like
but I mean.
Oh wait, I forgot about Matt Chapman.
Yeah, he did.
I think has he even done anything? I have not heard about Matt Chapman in a minute. Has he done anything?
Now I pick between 2 bad defenders.
Defender.
Matt
I get
Chapman
the
is a 120
2-time
OPS
Platinum
plus.
Glove Award winner.
Matt Chapman has 8 homers and has a 120 OPS plus.
He has a 120 OPS plus and 2 B-WAR. Okay, thank you. Everyone completely forgot about him.
I've got to pick the winner for my bullpen here, and I think I'm gonna round out my bullpen. And I don't know if I want to go Justin Martinez, or I could go with like Blake Trinan or like Kirby Yates or something.
Kopech.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like Kopech only had like 1 good half a season though. That's the thing. He really has never been like that good besides the second half of last year. I know Justin Martinez for my first spot. And then do all of you guys have shortstop open? Or no, Ryan, you have shortstop open?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with a very underrated pick here. I'm going to go ahead and take Geraldo Perdomo.
No.
He has a 130 OPS plus. He's got a 2.1 B-WAR, 845 OPS. He's playing really good ball.
That's a great pick, Jake. I was about to move Mookie to the outfield to pick him.
Yeah, that's a solid pick. All right. Zelly. Okay, you took a shortstop, so I can wait on shortstop for a while. Do I take another reliever here? Or are there any other good outfielders I can take?
Ryan, what do I have available again?
Not your pick, Jake.
Third base, first base, and rotation. And manager and stadium. You know what? This is going to be a unique strategy. I'm going to take Luis Ariz. He'll be a DH when he starts, but the only thing he's doing on this team with this lineup is pinch hitting in a spot where we need a single, because that's like the only reason I would want him on the team. He can't do anything else. He doesn't get on base that frequently because he doesn't even walk. So, like, I'm not defending Ariz. I think he's wildly overrated, but I like him in this spot, especially if say this team's in the playoffs. I'd love him in like a pinch hit scenario with like the bases loaded and 2 outs. All right. Samuel.
Is it me?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to select a guy that has first off, Mookie Betts to the outfield, please. Throw him in right for now. Or no, center field. Throw him in center.
Mookie in center.
Yeah.
I don't
I'll
think
take
he's.
This
I
is
don't
like
think he's
Jose
ever.
Altuve
Has he
experiment.
ever played
This guy's
center
had a
in
very
his
slow.
career?
I don't know, but
This is like the Jose Altuve experiment.
whatever. No, he's moving from right field to center field or shortstop or whatever.
In his career, Mookie Betts has played center field 223 times, but he has not made an appearance at the position since 2021.
Okay, but he's played it before, so we're good. So the reason I did that is because I'm selecting a guy that has had a slow start to the year, but we all know he's a very talented player still, and could easily have a really good stat line by the end of the year. Yeah, I'm going to select Willie Adames.
No,
I forgot about him.
That was my next pick. So I got Perdomo from you. My next pick was Adames.
Okay, I need a shortstop. Damn, I shouldn't have left shortstop open.
I think someone has entered the room, so now
I'm
Samuel's.
good.
That changes up my
thinking
whole
about-
plan.
I'm
Gotcha,
thinking
Jake.
about Xander Bogaerts right now.
Wait, I
Like,
still have another pick.
oh, to make your pick. I'm thinking about my pick.
Dave Roberts.
Very good pick.
Thank you, sir.
I was thinking about going him next, but
I've not touched the bullpen yet.
All right,
Kind of weirdly.
that's not crazy.
Oh,
All right, I can wait on short again. Actually, wait. Yeah, I can wait on short. Wait. This might be a weird experiment, but I'm going to go Max Muncy at second. He played the position last in 2022. He played it 31 times. He's played there 186 times in his career. So he has some experience. It's not ideal, but you get the bat and you get a middle of the order of Freeman, Chapman, Muncy, Teo, and Tatis. That's pretty good. I'm fine with that.
Well, that just made my decision a whole of a lot easier. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Hee-Sung Kim to play third base. In 30 at-bats, he has an 0.5 B-WAR already. So he's been playing really good. And then I'm going to go at first base then. I'm going to take Eugenio Suarez to play first base so I don't really need to worry about the defense as much. And I could throw him at third, and then I could take a defender who has been really hitting the ball well, and Hee-Sung Kim to play at third.
I like those picks, Jake.
Thank you.
All right. This lineup has a ton of power outside of a rise. I think everyone is a power-oriented player. So I'm going to play a Coors Field. Why not? Cater to
I like
my
that. That's cool. They need some winning. Hopefully your team can provide that.
Yeah, I mean,
okay. So the situation is
Teo
happening.
might hit like 60 a year if he plays at Coors.
Let's just say there has been a player that has become forgotten. His name is Ketel Marte. He will be my DH.
Oh my god.
That's not great. He's been really bad this year.
He has
Ketel.
899 OPS. Shut up.
That is
899 OPS.
insane.
Put him at
we
DH.
let him fall.
I haven't heard it. I thought of
Like
him,
that.
but I just thought he'd been bad this
Bang.
year.
899 OPS. Nope,
Oh
he's just
my
been
God,
injured.
there's no way. To
No, we'll put him at DH. And wait. Whoever's the better fielder between Cronenworth and Marte will play second base. And that is the steal of the draft, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
And just like that, you can say the Mookie Betts pick was bad, but now it doesn't matter.
He's got a 156 OPS plus.
Because I'm mainly going off this year, and last time I checked, Ketel Marte's stats were terrible. So he must have like broken out really recently.
Yeah, Cronenworth's my DH. Just put that in.
Because by the way, I don't know if you guys are thinking this. I'm just going off this year, and then if a guy's injured, I'm not using that against them.
Yeah, and you
Ryan,
did use that against him, I guess.
Here. I know you're going.
Oh, he's only played 20 games, so that makes sense. I haven't heard anything about him.
I know.
Okay.
Crazy, I forgot him.
My second pick now I'm going to take a catcher here. One is a significantly better hitter. Pat Bailey has been horrible this year at the plate. I know he has great defense, but if you're hitting that badly, Moreno's not hitting too badly either, but I still am going to take him here because I know he's got power.
All right, I have enough hitting on my team. So
Jake, by the way, right after I made my pick, I realized that Ketel Marte was still on the board, and I was just sitting here like this the entire time, hoping that he would follow me and that no one else would realize.
Bro, Samuel, I thought I had this draft 1, 2. I thought I had this draft 1.
It's a game.
I don't know how you forget about him.
It's begging the question now for me.
I don't know. I just didn't think he was doing anything this year. So
No, I thought about Marte in the early rounds, but
what
then
has he done this year? Like I know his stats. I haven't heard anything about.
I thought he
on
was.
social
I thought he
media.
wasn't good, and I thought if I picked him earlier, that y'all would have said it was a bad pick, and I kind of would have agreed. But then, just after I picked the rounds before him, I went and looked at his stat line in detail and saw that he was actually still doing well. So
Yeah, I haven't heard anything
Marlon
about him
Marte.
this year. That's just
I mean, he is
odd.
an over 150 OPS plus in this
Yeah,
year.
I said besides the stats, like I just haven't heard anything about him. Like no one's going on Twitter and saying Ketel Marte still has a 156 OPS plus. Like no one. I haven't heard his name in like months. Like this is not that crazy.
Look, I remember we had a conversation about Marte at some point in the offseason. I thought
Yeah,
I was
but-
actually the one that thought he was overrated at one point, but then I realized he was underrated.
Yeah, he's
I'm-
super underrated.
I think of him as the NL's Jose Ramirez. In a certain
No,
way.
yeah, he is. No one talks about the guy. That's crazy.
I'm a huge Ketel guy too.
Yeah,
About him. Yeah.
not anymore.
All right, Ryan, your pick.
That's not defendable, Jake.
Oh, he hit 3 homers in 2 games. So like he wasn't good until like then. Okay.
Jake, have you still drafted a pitcher?
I've got my bullpen.
Starter.
Not.
I mean, at this point, yeah, like why not?
I've got the 4 guys on my mind, dude. Ryan can pick whichever one he wants. I'm not taking a starter next pick, so you could take the starter here if you want.
I mean, there's a big difference between the best starter available and the rest of the guys. Like you might not think but Dylan C. I can't think of anyone much better than Dylan. I mean, Zach Gallen, sure. I don't know how he's been doing this year. I haven't heard anything about him. But like Cease,
You could. I mean, that's fine. I mean,
yeah, Gallen has a
Is that your official
459
pick?
this year. I know Cease having a down year, but yeah, Cease is a 460, but still, he was like lights out last year to the point where like I don't even care.
Ryan, you just gave Jake Michael King.
Okay, I like Cease better.
Okay, I've got.
Nah, he's much better.
I'm not gonna take my rotation now, or you could just put my rotation in now, like, because I'm taking my Mansion Stadium. I'll be taking one of the best stadiums in baseball in Petco Park, even though it is a pitcher-friendly park.
Oh my goodness, I just got left Dodger Stadium.
It is still one of the best stadiums in baseball.
It is pitcher friendly. I don't know that.
I think it's pitcher-friendly a little
They
bit.
have a pretty short portion left, so
The center's pretty deep. And then I'll go with my manager, and I'll take Torey Lovella.
Good pick, Jake.
You could put my rotation in now since neither of you guys have a rotation, but otherwise,
I just don't know who your 3 guy is going to be. This isn't as clear as you think.
It's going to be Zach Gallen, Michael King, and Nick Pivetta.
Yeah, like
For
Pavetta's not
drafting-
an obvious pick.
For drafting your pitcher 7, 8, 9, that is a great rotation.
Dude, Pavetta's been really good this year.
He has. No one took Sasaki. That's kind of not.
I was
not
thinking about it, but I couldn't.
So you should probably go bullpen here, Ryan.
Yeah, I'll block you in the bullpen. I mean, there's still good options.
I have no idea who I'm gonna take. So.
Yeah, I'll just go. I think Trine's the best guy available. So I'll go.
I disagree.
Who's
I think
that?
I'll take Kirby Yates.
You just fed Samuel somebody. See if he ticks him though.
Kirby Yates.
That's
was
not
not
a feed.
enough. That's not who I was thinking of.
Yeah, I gotta do some more research before I figure out who you're thinking of, Jake. I thought I got left Dodger Stadium at first, but then I realized this is actually like the best stadium. This is the best stadium division by far, by the way.
For stadiums, it is. Yeah, you got 4 top 10 stadiums, then you got Chase Field.
Let's see. Naylor's gonna have some splash hits. Marte will have some splash hits. Cronenworth will. The Crone Zone is going to become a splash zone. Give me Oracle Park.
Yeah, Cronenworth is not reaching the bay.
Very, very pitcher friendly park. Samuel, for you, I would have probably tried to go at Dodger Stadium. It's more hitter friendly, and your bats are not as good as your arms.
Yo, pitcher friendly. I have the best pitchers in.
Bro, you have Yamamoto. It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean,
my
really
pitchers are going to be even better.
But you need speed for this park because of Triples Alley. And
yeah, we have Josh Naylor.
Okay, good one. Do you have like a single like fast? I mean, I guess Catel's kind of fast, but outside of Cattell, you don't like a single guy known for this.
Willie's fast. I think Elliott's kind of fast. Betts is still fast.
Nah.
They're like above average speed guys.
Yeah, we'll see. All right.
This division in general is kind of slow.
I still need an outfield. Oh, wait, no. I don't know what I'm going to pick.
Fernando's my only fast player.
Look at my team.
Lee, Carroll.
Oh, you should have picked Oracle Park.
Edmonds fast. Yeah, I mean.
Jake, you should have picked
you got all the fast utility dudes.
Samuel, I love Petco Park, dude. I'm not leaving Petco.
Yeah, I love Petco Park, too. You can see Mexico from it.
You can?
Yeah. I took a tour there. I saw Mexico. I saw the Mexico.
That's like you can
I'm going there. How do you see Mexico?
From a certain part of the stadium, you can see the Tijuana, Mexico skyline.
Oh.
Because it's right next to the border.
That's crazy. What is it in like right field upper deck?
I don't know exactly what part it's like some part of the concourse.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
So I've not been to another country, but I've seen another country with my own eyes.
Have you seen Canada?
No.
I've seen Canada. I saw Canada from Niagara Falls. I was actually in Canada. I got a notification.
Wait, is that the same thing with you? You've seen another country but haven't been to one?
For me, it is. Yeah, I've seen Canada.
Have you been in Canada?
No, I was in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was in Detroit. I've seen Canada.
All right, back to
Canada from Detroit.
What?
You can see Canada from Detroit.
There's a river in Detroit that crosses between it and Canada.
I know, but I thought the water was like really long. Like I thought it was like a long distance.
It's not that long.
Oh.
You could easily see Canada.
Wait, whose pick is it? Do you have another pick, Sam?
It's Ryan's. It's Ryan's.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sidetracked.
I'll go. Should I go? I mean, my team's already like.
Ryan, you have 2 picks here, by the way.
Yeah, I know. My team's already like messed up. So like.
I feel like Ryan made some really good picks in this draft, but kind of just got screwed over.
Yeah, I just got screwed. I don't even know how I got screwed over specifically.
It might just be the spot.
The spot is bad. I don't know where I don't know where I went wrong. I think the problem is I relied too heavily on pitching.
There was not a wow pick.
All the pitching is really good in this division. I mean, I don't think Jake has a wow pick. I just think his team is overall better.
My team's just pretty good.
I had the best pick of the draft.
Listen to this lineup. You have Shohei, then you have Corbin Carroll, then Jackson Merrill, then Tommy Edman, then Eugenio Suarez, Will Smith, Geraldo Perdomo, Jung-Hoo Lee, and Hee-Sung Kim. There's not really a hole in the lineup.
Jung-Hoo Lee hitting ace is kind of a cheat code.
But the differences
all right,
in
let's
lineups
finish out.
are
Let's finish out then talk over this.
The differences in lineups are so marginal. You go through mine, I still have Tatis, Freddie, Teo, Muncy, Chapman at the top.
Still, though, you got
Wait, finish your lineup and then we'll go over it.
Pages is not a liability. I'd rather Pages than Hee-Sung Kim.
He's not a liability, but it's also like,
I'd
bro,
rather
he's on my
Paz than Kim.
9-hole hitter. He's
I'd rather
on my
Paz than Kim.
9-hole hitter. He's on my 9-hole hitter.
Oh,
I mean,
also,
I guess I'm supposed to have a rise as a starter because I picked him as my DH. But
are we
if
going to
we
go
made a full
Rocky list in the
roster,
draft besides stadium?
what?
Are we going to go Rocky list in the draft besides the stadium?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just realized. That's
No,
got to be the
should I
first
pick Brad
division.
Doyle as the right fielder?
Unless you go
That's
Ezekiel Tovar.
Oh, I actually forgot about him. Wait. Should I go Tovar for the defense?
How's he playing this year?
I wasn't even
Trash.
thinking about who I go for shortstop.
Oh, he's been really bad. Never
I know,
mind.
but his defense.
His defense has been
Doyle's been trash too, right?
his defense has been just above average.
Oh, because he used to be like some like defensive stuff. Yeah, now his defense isn't that good. Jeez. Yeah, I don't know who to go with for shortstop. I might have to do something really unconventional here. Because the Giants guy's off the board. I guess I have to go like Xander Bogaerts. Or
That's
wait.
fine. Like
No, I
he's
can
a
move
veteran.
Tatis to short and then go with another outfielder.
There isn't really.
Oh, you're gonna steal an outfielder from me. Oh, that's screwed up, bro.
I mean, what other outfielder do you want, though?
He's gonna take my pick. My pick's not that good, but still.
Which is who? Like, what? Who do you want that's like in the outfield that's even like playing good? Like,
Jake, I want Brandon
I'm
Lockett.
thinking of Conforto because of the track record, but he's been that bad this year, and this is a 2025 draft.
I have
So,
two
like,
different guys in mind.
but I want to like
Mike
think of
Yastrzemski?
track record.
Like what?
That was one of them.
I mean, Yastrzemski's been good, but like,
Yeah, Yaz is solid.
He's not that good. He's
He's
playing
just solid.
average.
He's like the definition of an average player to me.
No, he's hitting like a 600 OPS this year.
Oh well, in his career, he's been just like an average hitter.
who do you want? Like Kike?
I'm thinking Kike because of the playoffs.
Samuel should be like, I want James Outman.
Wait, I think Dalton Rushing can play the outfield. Nick was telling
Oh
me.
my
Or you
goodness!
could have him catch.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna like. I'm not even sure if Nick was right,
Ryan,
but
you don't have a catcher.
Ryan,
yeah,
that might
I'm
be worse than Freddie Freeman if you do that.
Don't no. This is fine, bro. He's a top 20 prospect in
He
baseball.
just debuted and you have him in the outfield. It's not even his primary position.
Oh, I know who I'm taking for my
Yeah,
catcher
he
from.
played. It says according to AI that he played outfield in the minors. So I'll go Freddie for me 2.0. But Dalton Rushing's an actual.
That's the worst pick of the draft.
Ryan, I have my
This is
catching
fine,
pick.
bro. We can hide him. I mean, Paz is supposed to be a good defensive center fielder, and Teo is not a good defender. So yeah, the outfield defense is not good. But
Ryan, who are you taking for your catcher?
Samuel, at least I'm not playing rushing at short. I'm taking Bailey. I'm just waiting on him because you guys both have your catchers.
I don't know. I think you should rethink that, but it's up to you. There's one guy that you are forgetting.
Which is?
Minor leaguer Austin Barnes.
Hunter Goodman.
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm really good, bro. I'm fine.
It's Savant's great, but he's an over 800 OPS right now.
Okay. I think I'll go Patrick Bailey. Samuel, would you go Patrick Bailey?
Yes, I would go Patrick Bailey.
Go Patrick Bailey. You take that.
But I would not go Dalton Rushing in the outfield.
Who would you go over him though? Like
Patrick Bailey doesn't even have a 500.
I would have picked Gavin Sheets over him. He's having a good year.
Yeah,
810 OPS.
he plays the outfield. I didn't even realize. I forgot he's a right fielder.
He's a right.
Yeah. I
Also,
don't know.
since it's too late.
Like an
Also, Ryan, since it's too late now, can I just have my outfielder?
Ryan's basically.
I should have gone Sheet. Whatever. The Rushing's still a good hitter. I don't care.
Actually, right. You should not have trusted me. Mike Yastrzemski actually has an 836 OPS. I'll take him. I just lied to you.
I'm still fine with the Rushing pick.
And then Samuel, who are you on for your setup, man? There is one consensus guy, but I want to see what you do.
No, give me some time. Fill out your rotation. I'm gonna figure out who this is. Fill out your rotation. You're making me scared. Oh wait, no, I know
Lee,
who it
Billy,
is.
or Hazen.
Okay, no, Doval. I'm taking Doval.
Doval? No.
137 this year.
He's good this year?
Come on.
He's good again? Oh, damn. I didn't even realize he was good again.
I still think you're missing out on.
I mean, you guys are researching, but I feel like a casual because I'm not researching. I feel like researching is kind of like cheating. Like, I don't care.
It's not really cheating.
Yeah, I'm trying to do this all.
Oh wait, were you saying Jason Adam?
I was in fact saying Jason Adam.
No, he has a better
Doval
ERA
is a
than Adam.
1.37.
You can take Doval, but
Doval.
No, I'm taking Doval. He has a better ERA than Adam.
I mean,
Jake's gonna pull up like expected run value.
I'm even on Savant right now. I'm on the BREF.
Yeah, Doval gets. Doval
I think
K's
Adams
are like really
good.
down this year. Doval's
I'm
K's
taking
are way
Doval
down
as my.
this year.
Oh wait,
Doval-
switch them
Oh,
actually.
I feel like
Doval's the closer, but it's fine. I don't
he's
care.
just so
Yeah.
inconsistent.
Doesn't
though. That's
matter. I don't know. I still like Jake's team better than yours, Samuel.
Really?
Even
Well,
though
let
you
him
had the
talk
pick
about
of
it.
the
He knows
draft.
what- Who's your manager?
Just because Jake has like a more well-rounded team, because Jake has like, oh, I have to go with my manager.
Make it
the
the
new
Rockies
I'll
in
just,
guy.
I'll just hire Bud Black because the Rockies got rid of him, so he's my manager now. Okay.
I think there's a debate for me to beat Jake.
my team is just really damn good.
Should we go position by
Okay,
position?
but look at the drastic difference in rotation. And I think my lineup is
Dude,
good.
my rotation's like good though. It's like it's
My
not
rotation's
that big of a
better.
draft. It's
Just
better. It's
straight
obviously
up.
better. But my
It's a lot
bullpen,
better.
my bullpen also clears yours.
Should we go position by position?
Yeah, let's go.
All right,
position.
okay. I think rotation counts for 3 points. I think I
Yeah,
get all three
rotation's
there.
3 points.
That
All right,
bullpen-
Gallon, King, Pavetta versus Samuels. It's
That's
Samuel.
3-0 me.
Samuel.
It's 3-0 Samuel, and then bullpen it's 2-0 me. So bullpen counts as 2 points.
3-2.
Suarez,
3-2.
3-2.
So I mean,
3-2 me.
they're so neck and neck. Like you can make the case that
Bro,
like
Martinez
Doval,
and Suarez are definitely better.
No,
than
no, he wins.
Doval's K's are down. So yeah, it's a 3-2. 3-2.
Catcher,
3-3.
3-3.
First
Suarez
base is a
ver-
complete question mark, dude.
Suarez versus
Suarez,
Naylor.
Naylor.
I think Naylor wins that.
They're both really inconsistent.
But Naylor's been the more consistent one this year.
Naylor's been better this year, but this is classic Josh Naylor where he finds a way to play good now.
Yes, this is all right. To be fair, this is Josh Naylor's 1 month of being.
Should we just go Suarez because of his career track
I
record?
I say we call it a tie. I think.
Wait.
Okay, fine, tie.
I'm comparing them.
Marte versus Muncy.
No, it's not.
Well, no, I'm looking at the wrong. Let me just delete my team. This is annoying me. My team's terrible.
No, don't delete it. Don't delete it. Just put it.
Wait, no.
I'll restore it later.
8 Suarez is 8 more homers, more B-WAR, and Naylor beats him barely in OPS plus and barely in OPS and on OBP and batting
All right,
average.
fair.
Besides that,
I think that's a tie. If Suarez has better hitting stats, then I think it's just a tie. Or
Yeah.
Naylor has better hitting stats, but Suarez has a better WAR. I just say call it a tie because they're both.
Yeah, that's
they're both,
fine.
They're first baseman. Why do we care about WAR? We should just look at the hitting stats.
Also, I hate to bring up batting average like
Stats.
this, but Naylor is like way better.
Naylor's way better batting average, but Suarez has 8 more homers.
Okay, if the OPS is neck and neck, just call it a tie.
Okay, yeah, we'll call it a tie. That's fine. That's fair.
Edmund versus Marte. Samuel wins.
Easy.
Close. It's close though. But
It's close, but yeah,
okay.
it's Marte.
Because he's been injured. Okay.
Machado beats Hee-Song.
Yeah, Machado beats Houston
5-3.
5-3. Adames versus Perdomo.
Perdomo's
Perdomo.
so much better.
Perdomo.
Perdomo has been better.
Career-wise, it's Adames, obviously.
Yeah.
What's the score?
It's 5-4.
5-4 me.
Okay, Lee versus Ramos.
Right.
Lee. That's a Lee, right?
Yeah, it's Lee.
Okay. Merrill versus Mookie. Samuel gets the point. And Yastrzemski versus Corbin Carroll.
It's Corbin Carroll.
6-6.
That's like the
And
biggest
then, it's Shohei.
Chronohorse for Shohei.
7-6.
Yeah.
But I win the manager.
Can Samuel gets like a half point for winning the manager battle?
No. Wait. A manager is worth a lot more than a half
Torey
point.
Lavello led the Diamondbacks to the World Series, okay?
Yeah,
Dave
Lavello,
Roberts
we can
just
make
let-
the argument
wait,
Lavello
wait.
is just as good of a manager.
Dave Roberts just let the Dodgers to a World Series win.
But Lavello had the way worse roster.
Lavello had nothing.
Lavello
did
took
have
them to the World
nothing.
Series as a wild card team.
Okay.
He beat Dave Roberts, Samuel.
I will
He
concede.
beat
I
Dave
think Jake barely
Roberts.
won.
That's enough. Torrey Lavello gets the point.
I think Jake barely won.
And then
I'll
Petco
say
Park
so.
versus Oracle. I'm going to both, so that'll be to be determined. Because
Yeah, it's
Jake, you win today's draft. Congratulations.
I was a very fun draft. That was probably the most fun.
That was a
draft.
great draft. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
yeah,
I don't think Ryan enjoyed it though because his
I
team
just wish
kind
my
of sucked.
team wasn't messed up. It's not even that bad. Like
It's not that bad.
No, it's not that bad.
I hate that I took a Rise, but I don't know if there's like a better option.
Gavin
And like,
Sheets.
I wish there was a better like offensive. Yeah, Sheets was a better option. I could have gone Sheets over rushing and a Rise. I just forgot about it.
Yeah,
The thing that saved Sam, but you look at the positions.
Marte saved.
You look at the positions that I lost to Samuel also, and it's also very close. Like I lost
True.
Jackson Merrill and Tommy Edmond. Like
That was strategic for me. I knew it would match up the whole time, so I put bets versus Merrill.
But still, though, that's like
I'm kidding.
really
That had no relation at all. But
bro, can I talk? That's really close though when it comes to my losses, and when it comes to you, I beat you with Shohei. And like
yeah, the Shohei and Carroll wins were massive.
Yeah, those are like levels differed.
True.
Yeah, I mean
the rotation was also that way, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean I'll say this off camera. All right, let's end the pod. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you watched that draft, I'll make sure to have a better draft next time we do NL Central. Ryan Schlesinger, Jake Morganstein, and Samuel Levine signing out. We'll see you on the next pod in about 2 or 3 weeks.